2,000 years ago, in the bustling streets of ancient Rome, a man who was born into slavery rose to become one of the greatest teachers of resilience and inner peace. His name was Epictetus. Despite a life filled with hardship, he discovered an unshakable truth. True freedom isn't found in wealth, power, or status. It's found in mastering your own mind. Now imagine this. What if the wisdom that guided him through his struggles could help you navigate your challenges today? What if his philosophy could teach you how to rise above distractions, conquer self-doubt, and focus entirely on your growth in 2025? The lessons of Epictetus and the great Stoic philosophers are as relevant now as they were centuries ago, and this year they might just change your life. This is your year, your time. Let's focus solely on your growth. Let's begin. Number 1, master what you can control. Life is unpredictable. We can't control other people's opinions, the results of our efforts, or the unexpected challenges life throws our way, and that's okay. The Stoics teach us that true power lies not in controlling the uncontrollable, but in mastering ourselves. Focus your energy where it truly matters, your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions. Epictetus reminds us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Think about it. When you waste energy fighting what you can't change, you lose your power. But when you channel that energy into how you respond, you become unstoppable. Whether it's a setback at work, a misunderstanding with a loved one, or a curveball life throws your way, remember, you are in control of your inner world. In 2025, make this your mantra. I can't control the storm, but I can master how I sail through it. Focus on being steady, resilient, and calm, no matter what life throws your way. Because when you master yourself, the chaos outside loses its grip on you. Number 2, embrace discomfort. Imagine this: the moment you step into discomfort is the moment you start to grow. The Stoics knew that real transformation happens when you face challenges head-on, not when you play it safe. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. And Epictetus teaches us, difficulties are things that show a person what they are. Embracing discomfort means stepping into the unknown, challenging your fears, and doing the hard things that others shy away from. It's in those moments, when everything inside you screams for ease, that you truly build your strength, resilience, and character. Every obstacle is an opportunity to level up. Every uncomfortable moment a chance to prove to yourself that you're capable of so much more than you thought. The things that challenge you today are the very things that will empower you tomorrow. Make discomfort your ally, not your enemy. When you face what scares you, you'll discover the true depth of your power. The real growth isn't found in the easy wins, but in how you rise to meet the challenges that stretch you. It's not about avoiding the tough moments. It's about embracing them, knowing they hold the key to unlocking your greatest potential. Number 3, simplify your life. In today's world, we're constantly overwhelmed with distractions, emails, social media, endless notifications, and the pressure to do more, be more, and have more. The noise is constant, and it often feels like we're caught in a never-ending cycle of doing things that don't really serve us. But the Stoics understood a powerful secret. Simplicity is the gateway to true freedom and clarity. Epictetus said, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. This principle isn't about abandoning everything you own or desire. It's about being intentional with what you let into your life and clearing away the unnecessary. The truth is, the more we accumulate, whether it's physical things, commitments, or even mental clutter, the less space we have for what truly matters. The more distractions we have, the harder it becomes to focus on our values, our growth, and what brings us true happiness. Simplifying your life doesn't mean living without joy or experiences. It's about trimming away the excess and finding clarity in the things that truly align with your deeper purpose. Imagine waking up to a life where you don't feel overwhelmed by 1,000 different demands. A life where your days are shaped by purpose, not obligation. The Stoics practiced this daily. They understood that by simplifying, They could direct their energy and focus toward what truly mattered. When you remove distractions, you free up mental and emotional space to think clearly, make better decisions, and stay focused on your personal growth. Begin with small changes. Start by decluttering your physical environment. Clean out your closet, organize your workspace, and remove the things that weigh you down. Then, simplify your schedule. Learn to say no to commitments that don't align with your values or that drain your energy. Lastly, simplify your mind by focusing on the present moment and letting go of unnecessary worries or mental clutter. The more you let go of what doesn't serve you, the more room you create for the things that bring you peace, fulfillment, and growth. The Stoics believed that a simple life wasn't just about having fewer things, it was about living with intention and focus. When you simplify your life, you remove the distractions that keep you from connecting with what truly matters. By doing so, you unlock a life filled with greater clarity, more energy, and deeper peace. Number 4, progress over perfection. Perfection is a myth. It's an endless pursuit that keeps you running in circles, never quite reaching the destination. The moment you think you've achieved perfection, there's always another obstacle, another flaw, or something else to fix. The truth is, perfectionism often keeps us stuck in a cycle of procrastination, fear, and self-doubt. The Stoics understood this deeply. Epictetus, one of the most influential Stoic philosophers, said, "Don't aim to be perfect, aim to be better than yesterday." This simple yet profound shift in mindset can free you from the paralyzing grip of perfectionism and help you focus on what truly matters: progress. When we fixate on perfection, we often waste valuable time and energy trying to make everything flawless. But in reality, perfection is a moving target. It's an ideal that constantly shifts and evolves. No matter how hard you try, you can never achieve it. Perfectionism is a trap because it forces you to place impossible expectations on yourself. The truth is, the only way to truly move forward is to embrace progress over perfection. Progress means that you are constantly evolving, learning, and growing, step by step, day by day. Rather than waiting for the perfect moment to take action, focus on the small, consistent steps that will lead you toward your goals. Progress isn't about making giant leaps every day. It's about making incremental improvements, no matter how small they seem. Every effort you put in, every task you complete, every mistake you learn from, adds to your journey. These are the moments that make all the difference in the long run. The beauty of focusing on progress is that it's measurable and achievable. You can't measure perfection because it's always just out of reach, but progress is something tangible. It's something you can track, celebrate, and build upon. Each step forward, no matter how seemingly insignificant, gets you closer to your goal. In fact, the more you focus on small, consistent improvements, the more you'll see yourself advancing in ways you never imagined. Every time you move forward, you build momentum. Momentum breeds confidence, and confidence fuels the drive to keep pushing forward. Think about this. When you make progress over time, you gain new skills, knowledge, and wisdom. Perfectionism, on the other hand, keeps you stuck, doubting yourself, and hesitating to take risks. By shifting your mindset from perfection to progress, you free yourself from the constant pressure to be flawless, and you start focusing on growth instead of avoidance. This is where true success lies, not in being perfect, but in continually striving to be better, one step at a time. The Stoics didn't shy away from mistakes. They embraced them as part of the process. They understood that failure and imperfection were not signs of weakness, but of growth. Every setback, every flaw, every mistake was an opportunity to improve. Seneca said, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." Life is not about being perfect. It's about learning from everything you encounter and using those experiences to shape a better version of yourself. Every mistake you make is simply a lesson in disguise. The more you focus on progress, the more you realize that each small improvement compounds over time. Rather than focusing on how far you still have to go, look back and see how far you've already come. Celebrate your wins, no matter how small. Acknowledge the work you've put in and the lessons you've learned along the way. Every step you take, Every challenge you overcome is a victory in itself. Perfectionism holds you back, but progress pushes you forward. Instead of waiting for the perfect moment to act, take action now, no matter how imperfect it may seem. Build the habit of small, consistent steps toward your goals. Remember that success is not defined by how flawless you are, but by your willingness to keep moving forward, learning, and improving. So embrace the journey of progress. Celebrate every small victory and know that every step you take brings you one step closer to the person you're becoming. Number 5, reflect daily. Reflection is not just a habit, it's a practice that can transform your life. Without it, we often rush through our days without truly learning from them, missing the lessons that each experience has to offer. The Stoics understood this deeply. They knew that self-awareness and growth come from the ability to pause, examine, and adjust. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most influential Stoic philosophers, made reflection a key part of his daily routine. In his meditations, he wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." This wisdom reminds us that the way we think and reflect on our experiences directly shapes who we become. Every thought, action, and reaction influences our character, and through reflection, we have the power to change and improve ourselves. Daily reflection isn't just about recalling events from your day. It's about engaging with those events, analyzing them, and extracting wisdom from them. It's an opportunity to check in with yourself and evaluate if you are truly living in alignment with your values and goals. Ask yourself, how did I show up today? Did I act with integrity and patience? Did I respond thoughtfully to challenges? What did I learn? Where could I improve? These are the questions that help you grow. When you make reflection a daily practice, you build a habit of self-evaluation that is essential for continuous growth. What makes daily reflection so powerful is that it forces you to slow down. Life moves at an overwhelming pace, and it's easy to get caught up in the rush. But taking a moment each day to pause and reflect gives you the space to see things clearly. You can evaluate your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors from a more detached, objective perspective. This distance allows you to recognize patterns, identify areas for improvement, and discover valuable insights that might have otherwise gone unnoticed. Without this practice, you might find yourself reacting impulsively to challenges rather than responding with calm, wisdom, and intentionality. Reflection was not just about looking back with judgment or regret. It was about using reflection as a tool for progress. They didn't reflect to criticize themselves, but to understand themselves better. The goal was to identify where they were falling short and adjust their course. This aligns with the Stoic belief that we are always a work in progress and that growth comes from conscious effort. By reflecting daily, we give ourselves the opportunity to fine-tune our actions, mindset, and approach, ensuring that we are always moving in the right direction. Reflection also serves as a powerful tool for emotional intelligence. By looking back at your responses to situations, both positive and negative, you begin to understand your emotional triggers and thought patterns. Are you responding out of fear, anger, or insecurity? Are your emotions driving your decisions, or are you staying grounded in reason? This self-awareness allows you to take control of your emotions, so they don't control you. You start making decisions from a place of clarity, not reaction. With consistent reflection, you can build a life that is driven by your values and principles, not by the fluctuations of your emotions. Beyond self-awareness, daily reflection brings clarity and perspective. It helps you assess the progress you've made and recalibrate when necessary. The Stoics believed that by constantly checking in with yourself, you could stay true to your purpose and avoid drifting off course. When you reflect daily, you're not just reviewing the past, you're also preparing for the future. It gives you the tools to act more mindfully in the coming days. For example, you may recognize that you've been giving too much time to distractions, and so you can shift your focus the next day to what truly matters. Reflection helps you cultivate gratitude. When you pause to think about the day, you're likely to realize that even the smallest moments have value. The challenges you faced, the lessons you learned, and the people you interacted with all have significance. Reflection helps you see that no experience, whether good or bad, is ever wasted. Each moment is a building block for growth. By practicing gratitude through reflection, you begin to shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance. You learn to appreciate the lessons embedded in every experience. One of the greatest gifts of daily reflection is its power to prevent regret. When we go through life without taking time to reflect, we can easily fall into a pattern of repeating mistakes and missing opportunities. But when you reflect daily, you catch yourself before you fall into old habits. Reflection makes you accountable to yourself. It forces you to recognize your shortcomings and take ownership of your actions. By holding yourself accountable, you stop allowing mistakes to define you. Instead, you transform them into valuable stepping stones on your path to growth. Daily reflection also provides clarity in times of uncertainty. Life can feel overwhelming when we're faced with tough decisions or challenges, but reflection allows us to tap into our inner wisdom. It helps us find the answers we seek. When you make time for reflection, you create space for the mind to sort through the noise, bring clarity, and guide you toward the best course of action. It's like having a personal mentor who helps you navigate life with greater wisdom and confidence. The beauty of reflection is that it doesn't require a lot of time. Just a few minutes at the end of the day can have a profound impact. It's not about journaling for hours or analyzing every detail of the day. It's about being intentional with your time and your thoughts. Whether you reflect while walking, meditating, or just sitting quietly, the key is consistency. Make reflection a habit, and you'll begin to see the cumulative benefits over time. You'll become more self-aware, more in tune with your values, and more focused on your growth. Start small. Set aside time each day to reflect. It could be before bed, when you wake up, or during a quiet moment throughout the day. As you reflect, ask yourself honest questions, learn from your experiences, and commit to doing better tomorrow. With daily reflection, you'll find that you grow more connected to yourself, more aligned with your purpose, and more capable of living with clarity, intention, and wisdom. Number 6, cultivate gratitude and kindness. Gratitude and kindness are more than just virtues. They are powerful tools that can shape our lives, improve our relationships, and deepen our sense of fulfillment. In the Stoic tradition, both gratitude and kindness are seen as essential to living a good and meaningful life. The Stoics believed that the key to happiness is not in accumulating wealth, possessions, or accolades, but in cultivating an inner sense of appreciation for what you have and sharing that positivity with others. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love." This simple yet profound reminder can completely shift our mindset, especially in times of hardship. Gratitude is often thought of as something that happens spontaneously when life is good. But the Stoics teach us that true gratitude is a daily practice. It's about intentionally choosing to focus on what you have, rather than what you lack. It's about seeing the beauty and value in even the smallest things: the warmth of the sun, the food on your table, the people who love and support you. When we start our day with gratitude, we set a positive tone that echoes through every moment. It's easy to get caught up in the stress of daily life, to focus on what's wrong, what's missing, or what's going wrong. But practicing gratitude pulls us out of that negative cycle. It reminds us that we always have something to be thankful for, even in the darkest times. Kindness is the natural companion to gratitude. When we truly appreciate the good in our lives, we are more likely to want to share that positivity with others. The Stoics believed that kindness was not just an act, but a way of being. They understood that our interactions with others reflect our inner state, and that by offering kindness, we contribute to the betterment of the world around us. Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, said, "Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness." Every moment presents an opportunity to show kindness, whether it's through a simple smile, a kind word, or a helpful gesture. But kindness is not just about grand gestures or acts of charity. It's also about the small, everyday interactions. It's in how we treat ourselves and others in the ordinary moments of life. Do we speak with compassion? Do we offer support when someone is struggling? Do we listen deeply and attentively, rather than judging or dismissing others? The Stoics knew that every action, no matter how small, carries meaning, and through consistent, everyday acts of kindness, we create a ripple effect that transforms not only our own lives, but the lives of those around us. Gratitude and kindness are also deeply interconnected. When we are truly grateful, we naturally become more compassionate toward others. Gratitude shifts our perspective. It makes us realize that we are all interconnected, that everyone has struggles and challenges, and that we all need kindness and understanding. The more we cultivate gratitude in our own hearts, the more we are able to offer kindness to others. And as we give kindness, we also receive it in return, creating a cycle of positivity and goodwill. It's easy to think of kindness as a passive trait, a quality that some people are just born with. But in reality, kindness is a skill that can be developed. Just like any other habit, it requires practice and intention. The more you make kindness a part of your daily life, the more it becomes second nature. And the more you practice gratitude, the more you'll begin to see opportunities for kindness all around you. Whether it's a simple thank you, a moment of patience with a loved one, or an act of generosity toward a stranger, each act of kindness strengthens your character and deepens your sense of connection to the world. Incorporating gratitude and kindness into your life isn't just about making the world a better place. It's also about creating inner peace. When we focus on the good in our lives, we feel more content and at peace with what we have. We stop comparing ourselves to others, stop chasing after things that don't bring true happiness, and start appreciating the beauty of the present moment. Kindness, too, fosters a sense of inner peace. By giving without expecting anything in return, we release the need for validation or recognition. We act from a place of generosity, not from a place of want. The Stoic practice of gratitude and kindness is not about seeking approval or admiration. It's about cultivating a sense of inner fulfillment that doesn't rely on external circumstances. The more you practice these virtues, the more you will discover a deep well of contentment that comes from within. It's the contentment that comes from knowing that you are living in alignment with your values, treating others with respect and dignity, and appreciating the simple blessings of life. Make gratitude and kindness a part of your daily practice. Start each day by acknowledging the blessings in your life, and look for opportunities to offer kindness to others. As you do, you'll find that your life becomes richer, more meaningful, and more connected. You'll begin to see the world through a lens of appreciation, and in turn, you'll create a ripple effect that spreads positivity to those around you. As you grow in gratitude and kindness, you'll also grow in wisdom, strength, and inner peace. Just as the Stoics believed that every moment is an opportunity for growth, we too must seize the chance to apply these teachings to our lives. The wisdom of Epictetus continues to echo through the ages, reminding us that we are in control of how we respond to life's challenges. If today's message resonated with you, take a moment to reflect on how you can integrate these Stoic principles into your own journey. Remember, the path to wisdom is not a destination, but a lifelong pursuit. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share echoes of Epictetus with those who seek to live with greater purpose and clarity. Keep cultivating gratitude, kindness, and self-mastery. Let the echoes of Epictetus guide you, and may your every action reflect the growth you seek. Until next time, stay resilient, stay stoic, and continue to rise.